Let's bring in Dan Ives, Wedbush securities analyst, has an outperform. And 490, Dan, is not that aggressive compared to some on the street now.
Well, I think it's just starting. I mean, I think what we're going to hear from Jensen and Nvidia, it's really about the demand story that I believe is right now skyrocketing. And if you look at tech across the board, this is going to be guidance heard around the world because it's the godfather of AI. And in terms of what we're seeing, that is the best barometer that we believe is really just starting to what we believe is a new tech bull market underway.
What's kept you from goosing your target the way others have? 800, 720 today?
I think it's really just showing the use cases into 24, 25. If you look into 2025, 2026, you're talking about revenues that potentially could double over the next 2 years. And I think the important thing for the market, it's not just Nvidia. It's about what this means for Microsoft, for Google, for some of the pure plays, from Salesforce to Palantir and others. And I just think, in my opinion, this is just starting what I view as probably the biggest transformational tech theme we've seen in 30 years.
There's clearly a lot of hype going into Wednesday's print. What if Nvidia disappoints? Is the downside risk symmetrical to, the potential for an upside surprise here?
Yeah, I'd be shocked if there was a downside surprise, just because right now, even being in Asia, all the demand that we're seeing, they almost right now going into, call it mid next year, have already sold through. They're the only game in town. And I think that's the difference right now, is that if you look, the best barometer of AI spending, it goes back to Jensen and Nvidia. And I think right now, if you look at what happened post-Microsoft, I think there was definitely some nervousness. Is there a slower sort of ramp? You've seen tech stocks sell off here. Bears have come out of hibernation mode. I believe this is a tech rally that continues into the second half, and this is going to put fire in the engine.
I mean, when you think about Amazon and Alphabet and Microsoft and Oracle and Anthropic, I mean, you think about all that demand. You have to wonder, though, do they have the capacity, and what is that going to do in terms of some of the language or conversation around it on the call in terms of saying whether they can actually meet that demand?
Yeah, and I think, to Davis, I think that's an important thing in terms of just supply-demand, because right now they are the only game in town. And, of course, down the road you'll have AMD and others that will benefit. But if you look going into next year, it's about the second, third, fourth derivatives. What are they hearing from hyperscaler? What are they hearing from enterprise? From a use case perspective, because we believe use cases, we're looking at something that's up 5, 6, 7x. And I think that really, for the broader market right now, from a tech perspective, is what everyone's waiting to hear. That's why that is going to be, in my opinion, the guidance heard around the world. And I believe it sends the bears into hibernation mode, despite this sort of pullback that we've seen.
But to be fair, Dan, it's going to be years until we see the results in these other companies that are using generative AI reflected in terms of their usage, correct?
No doubt. And I think that's why most of my conversations from an investor perspective, it's not focused on the next quarter or two from Microsoft, for Amazon, for some of the names like Salesforce. It's, okay, look out 12, 18 months. Where could numbers go? What could revenue, if I look at Microsoft as an example, we think for every 100 hours of cloud spend, there's an incremental 35 to 40 of AI incremental spend for Nadella and Microsoft, which is why I believe that that's ultimately going to be a company that I view this pullback as a golden buying opportunity. So I think it all just comes down to probably the biggest earnings week for tech that we've seen in probably 5, 6 years, with everyone focused on Wednesday night because of the pullback that we've seen. And Carl, I'd say it's really because you look at Microsoft, maybe talking about a slower ramp. You've seen what we've seen across the board, but now you got to hear from the godfather of AI, Jensen.
Right.